Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Vaughn. They're trying to get to it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're third and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go pass, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Michigan Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Discards a man. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Hernandez looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! This guy is so slippery, so elusive, he just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Going with the counter play here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try to get outside. Sweet cut there. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Tempo and overdrive.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? The Badgers are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting the protection.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The RPO fired complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. The 30, the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job clipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Badgers want to move quickly.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on 1st down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Quickly out to the tight end. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And they can't make the play on third down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Hernandez wants to pass. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice game. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
And the Wolverines will have it first and 10. It's reverse. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lead.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Vaughn. He looks that one in nicely. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Shakes off the defender. The Badgers get enough for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left, fighting off the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete to the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Hernandez looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Caught. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Wolverines need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires one high and deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Going up top on 1st down. Firing deep. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Badgers. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high, the defender. You're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him?
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Off play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First down here for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Grabs it in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Badgers will punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Brooks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Vaughn. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's got his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down.
4-2 Spider.
Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that was a nice 2nd down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches, and now it's physical time, right? Like, They know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense. A loss of 10. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Winning those individual 6-second battles.